Hello and welcome back to the Blopper Plays Our Not Quite Qing or Nameless Empire sort of blobby play run. Whether it ends up being a full WC, I mean it probably should. We've got such strong ideas that if we didn't it would be a little bit of an indictment upon how poor a player I am. But it's time to get set up a bit more. So we have our country, and this episode what we're going to do is get rid of all our forts. Even though forts are cheaper now, I still don't think they're quite worth it. Especially not, at least not when you're a country as big as we're going to start with. Like, we're just going to have such a huge army that we're going to be able to defeat all our enemies in straight up battles. We aren't going to need forts to delay them and hold them off in places. So we would prefer to have the money for ourselves for things like colonizing, for things like buying temples, things of this nature. So we go along and we get rid of all our forts. Now, one also little fancy thing from what we've done here is that Portugal start next to us, which means that when they get Renaissance and so forth, we might be able to pick it up off of them a little bit, but we'll see. Maybe I actually do development and force my own Renaissance. How did we change back? Well, we lost our Copticness, which is a little sad. Oh, we'll have lost our Copticness because the cores that we released, the majority were Confucian, not Coptic. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'd hoped to maybe try and take advantage of the extra core cost reduction from being Coptic, but being Confucian isn't like that much weaker. The main thing that will be a downside is that we won't be able to pick up Defender of the Faith. It's still a nice, strong religion in terms of you can still use the religious CB to go nuts. So what we're doing, we were finishing off killing off all these forts. It also means that thankfully we start with a much stronger start of our actual religion, so that's helpful. What we'll go do is we'll go insult Portugal. Oh, they already hate us. Good, then we can pick the anti-Christian edict. Boom. This is going to drastically increase our conversion times, or speed up our conversion, not increase the conversion times. Reduce the conversion times. Increase our conversion speed. I should take advantage of the estates while it's easy, because when we start off we only have our original zone as full states, so it's easy to manipulate the estates. We can go... that one can be a clergy one. That one can be a nobility one. What's that done for us? Then we can go seek support, get the one that's... kind of want to do that one, and I will, even though it puts us over, because I'll full state some more things, and then this will go down. And in the meantime, I can go yum 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 all of the... Oh, I did pick the wrong one. Okay. I thought that the Inquisitor was the one that gave you more thing. Oh well, my bad. We're going to want to go take that as well. So you know what, let's do that now. Or boost. It's a bit bad because of our religious unity. Ouch. But that lets us then go get even 2 more conversion strength. And with this, we can convert pretty much everything straight away. Even the Sunni provinces convert in not too an unreasonable time. The only thing is we've only got 1 missionary. Now, what else? Oh, we were manipulating the other estates. So, over here, we go call diet maybe? What do we want? If we do call diet and then grant generalship, we can ask for mill, and that's fine. And then I need to do the same for manipulating the merchants. So we can go grant. I could ask for an admiral. And I can ask for all the Diplo in the world. Beautiful. Now we look at here and we say, my oh my, we only have one state zone. That was nice for manipulating here, but what we can do is we can full state the rest of the things. We will do it the slightly logical way, which is by using this thing. Where's the one for states? Here we go. Sort by this. Zhejiang. I wish you could click on these and go to the one. So Zhejiang, we're going to have to try and remember that and find it. Jiangxi, was that it? No, Zhejiang. Oh, this one. So we can full state it and it's going to increase our income by 2. Sure, that sounds very good, doesn't it? And so it is done. And because now we have more states, these are no longer causing overwhelming problems. And then we do the same thing. And we look at how many states we've got. We've got 8 more to give out. So, South Jilin. South. Nope. Where would I be if I was South Jilin? The South High Bay. Ah, there's South Jilin. Hello, you're now a thing. Welcome to the interior of my country. Next, East Guangdong. Little thing. How many have we got left? I'd like to leave just one in case when we take over other zones it gets... Or actually we'll leave 2. So I can do 4 more. I can do Sichuan, which I happen to know is over here from memory. Yes! I remembered something. Good. Next. North Jiang something. Ah, that one? North Jiangsu? North Jiangsu, yes. Hello. And how many have we got left? 2 more. Central Jilin. Well, that was easy. 1 more. Shanxi. That I do not know by name. Shanxi. Sounds Chinesey. Ah, here. Okay. And we've basically used up all the states I'm willing to use. I want to save a couple more because once we take over this zone, I'm pretty sure we're going to want to full state that zone. Now. Yes, we can set up our merchants. So, we have our core trade thingy here. I think that we should push this up. Then probably this up. So we'll go transfer trade you. Transfer trade you. And we'll see how that works out for us. What else can we do? We can create an army for our nation. Sounds quite plausible, perhaps. Or actually, no. We have nowhere near the manpower to fill up our force limit. We could improve with Korea. Maybe. Would they ally us? No, because they like Qing. And we could create a proper fleet. Also, we don't have the money for that. So none of these look good. We'll leave them alone for the moment. We will go play with the estates, though. So we'll check out... That one's definitely a nobility. First we'll search for obvious nobility ones. That one could be a nobility. And that one could be a nobility too. That might have to do. Is that enough to keep them happy? Nowhere near. We'll try and find some more that aren't extremely bad ratios towards manpower. Actually, that one looks like we should go give it to the nobility instead of the clergy. Now we'll look for ones that are good for the clergy. So those trade goods are too nice. Too nice a trade good. That one is definitely a clergy one. That one's okay for the clergy. Kind of too nice a trade good. I might end up having to give that to the nobility. Okay, the nobility are happy. The clergy are happy. The merchants are somewhat less so. So we'll find places now that are suitable to give to the merchants. Places that have preferably a better than 50% rate of production to tax. Like this one. This one has better than 50% ratio, so it probably is fairly reasonable to give it to the merchants. This one might also. We'll come back to it though. That one has a better than 50% and it's an estuary. Okay, how's that done? Still more, they say. So we go back. Boop, boop. So maybe this one. Still more. Could maybe give that one away. You know what? This one's also a center of trade. Why not? There we go. And all is happy with the world. They're actually low enough that I could also ask for the Inquisitor. And I want the Inquisitor. And I will have the Inquisitor. Here I can ask for their money, but I think I'm better off waiting. Yeah, look, 0 ducats. I'm better off waiting until we've got a month or two of income and it realizes what my annual income is to base this number off of. And it's probably worth... I don't think it's worth asking for the cheaper diplomat at the moment. We need to wait for these to spawn, but that'll do it at the month. In the meantime, we should start fabricating our claims. I'm going to need claims on that province, Beijing, and Nanjing. So we definitely want to fabricate claims there. And aside from that... Aside from that, I think maybe I want to start fabricating on, like, Diviet. There's a lot of... But I'm just going to holy war for everything. So I don't need those claims. What I could do is try and befriend people so that they would sell me their maps. Or I could just work on claims. But like, I want to take these for myself. Maybe I work on this claim. You know what, I just start throwing around well, let's expand all these out. Cool. Can I embargo you? I could. That's interesting. I definitely start trying to build some actual infantry. The builder is now only B. Go. And what to do with this last one? Well, if I'm going to go to war with my boss, then again, it's 5 years until I can declare war, so there's no point in building up that spy network with him yet. I think I'm probably better off trying to fabricate here, because I'm not going to be able to holy war him ever. That is the decision we have made, and that is the decision I will be sticking with. Now don't worry that says negative, it's because it hasn't realised how much money we're going to make. And then I think that's about it for this episode. So, next episode, having completed our setup, we get to actually start time ticking. I hope you've enjoyed watching and that you'll join us again soon. Bye-bye.